The following matchup is presented and played with Hockey Blast Express, a product of Play Games LLC, copyright 2023, all rights reserved. Welcome back to the channel, everybody, as we get set for Game 4, this final time frame matchup between the 76-77 Montreal Canadiens and the 1992-93 Winnipeg Jets. Currently, the Habs lead this final time frame, winning the first three games to the Jets winning none. The stage is set for Game 4 for the Habs to secure the final time frame of this project. If they be victorious here, they will have at least a couple more chances to secure the final time frame for this project, and if they do so, it would be their 21st time frame victory of this project. With that being said, let's get right into Game 4. Michel Larocque will be in net for the Habs, as Rob Essenza will be in net for the Jets. With that being said, let's get right into Game 4. With 26 minutes and 18 seconds left on the clock, will the clock operator please start the clock? We're going to begin this game with a quality check between players 2 and 5. That's Davidov and John Van Boxmeer. The quality we're looking for is star. Neither Davidov or Van Boxmeer has star, and we will move on to the next segment here in this one. I'm going triple three, so this is going to be a critical face-off, and it looks like we got Jarvis at a 60, and we'll have Barnes take this one. It looks like Jarvis is going to win the critical face-off, as he will move in on Rob Essenza to hopefully net a 1 or 2 on the play save, which he will do so to keep this game right where it's at, of a scoreless tie. And we will move on to the next segment. Home scoring chance of a 42, and it reads, any home player with a triangle creates a goal. You bet we got contenders, Housley and Solani. I think I'm going to get this goal attempt to Teemu Solani, as he will skate on into Michel Larocque to hopefully net a 5 or a 6 with a dot to make the stop. A 6 with a blank won't do it. Teemu scores the goal for the Jets. Two assists will be handed out on the play. Housley and Numminen will be the assist takers on the Teemu Solani goal. And the Jets are up 1-0. We stay put in this segment with a quality check. This time it'll be between players 3 and 1. That's Eagles and Wilson. The quality we're looking for is hit. It looks like Eagles is going to win this one, as he does have hits. So he's going to be moving in on Michel Larocque to hopefully net a 5 or a 6 with a dot to make the stop. And he will do so to keep this game within reach for the Habs to come back and win this, and hopefully win this one to secure the time frame matchup. Home scoring chance of a 44. It reads, any home player with a power play circle star symbol creates a power play goal. Oh, we just had one with Teemu Solani. Nobody out there for the Jets currently has the quality, so therefore it's going to be a no action result, and that's going to do it for the first period here for the final game for Game 4 of this final time frame matchup, as the Jets take a 1-0 lead into the second period over the 76-77 Montreal Canadiens. We begin the second with a quality check between players 4 and 3. That's Kennedy and Lemaire. The quality we're looking for is hit. It looks like Dean Kennedy is going to win this one, as he does have hit. So therefore, he's going to be moving in on Michel Larocque to hopefully net a 5 or a 6 with a dot to make the stop. And he does so to keep this game right where it's at, of 1-0, well within reach for the Habs to come back and win, to come back and hopefully win this time frame to excuse me, this game to secure the time frame. Quality check. Oh, okay. Double boxcars. So we look at the home side first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a reroll. 4, that's Numanen, and he's going to go up against Pierre Bouchard. The quality is smart. Both Numanen and Bouchard have smart, and we will move on to the next segment here in this one. Quality check between anybody on the ice for the Jets against player number 2. That's Mario Tremblay. The quality we're looking for is star. The only Jet out there with star is Thomas Steen. So Steen is going to win that one as he does have star. So he's going to move in on Michel Larocque to hopefully net a 5 or a 6 with a dot to make the stop. And he does so to keep this game right within reach of 1-0, as the Jets are shaking their heads, saying, how do we get a goal past this guy without our best guy out there, Timo Solani, out on the ice? So we continue on with the next segment of a quality check. I almost said penalty check. Yikes. Between anybody on the ice for the Jets against player number 2, that's Jimmy Roberts. The quality we're looking for is smart. The only 2 guys out there with smart is Eriksson and Olofsson. I do want to keep that square out there just in case. So we're going to go with Brian Eriksson. So both Eriksson and Roberts have smart, and we will move on to the next segment here in this one. We begin the third with a quality check between both players in one. That's Romaniuk and Steve Shutt. The quality we're looking for is skill. Romaniuk and Shutt both have skill, as we will move on to the next segment here in this one. Another quality check. This time it'll be between players 5 and anybody in the ice for the Habs. The quality we're looking for is smart. Player 5 is Olofsson. And if you want to get a guy off the ice, you may as well go after either Gainey or Savard. Or sorry, not Savard. Sorry, Cournoyer. It'll be Cournoyer. And it will be Cournoyer. So Olofsson will tie Yvonne Cournoyer with Smart, and we will move on to the next segment here in this one. Quality check between players 5 and 2. That is Housley and Tremblay. The quality we're looking for is skill. Both Housley and Tremblay have skill, and we will move on to the next segment here in this one. Home scoring chance of a 42. Any home player with a triangle creates a goal. You bet we do. We have Frederick Olofsson to that has the triangle, so he's going to move in on Michel Larocque to hopefully net a 5 or a 6 with a dot to make the stop. And he does so, and we are going to go to the empty net mini chart for the first time in this time frame. 9. The game is over. Stop the clock. At long last, the Winnipeg Jets of 1992-93 will secure a victory in this time frame. The shutout for the Habs, the shutout of the time frame for the Habs is gone, but they did get shut out here in Game 4 by a final score of 1-0. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to Game 4, this time frame matchup between the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens and the 1992-93 Winnipeg Jets. If you liked what you saw, a like is very much appreciated, as well as a comment is also optional but not mandatory. But please, if you do post a comment in the comment section, please stay on topic and no derogatory language. If you are tuning into this game on the single game playlist for this project, stay tuned later today for Game 5 to come up very shortly after this video premieres. If you are tuning into this game on the full time frame playlist, stay tuned. Coming up next, after the Biddy Beer game summary for Game 4, presented by your favorite Biddy Beer products, we will have game number 5. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, the final score: the Jets hold off the time frame sweep, winning their first game of the time frame, but the Abs still take a 3-1 time frame advantage, as the Jets will win it by a final of 1-0 behind Babes Asenza's shutout over the 76-77 Montreal Canadiens.